Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome back to another Project Cars 2 IndyCar League. If you're watching this as a rerun, I want to welcome you along. But if you're watching this live, then welcome to the race. So we're in the next round here at Imola. The last round we had was at Indycar, the Indianapolis road course, I should say, which O'Sully 14 took the win on that one. It was a very good race by him. But I'd like to welcome along a new driver. We have a Pollux 81, I believe that's his name. So welcome along to him. I've seen him do a bit of practice and he seems to be doing very well, consistent time. So he could be a dark horse in this race here. But looks like we're about to get set things and ready to go. Qualifying, let's see who's going out on track. So we've got Daz, who's the first driver out on track. Needs to have a decent result here this weekend. He's not picked up the best of results. Still in the hunt for the championship though, so anything can happen. Who else do we have on track? We have Grizzly Graham out on track as well, driving the number 3 IndyCar. I think that's a Chevrolet IndyCar there. It is indeed. We have 2 weekends ago winner O'Sully 14 out on track in the Honda. We also have Matt Astrophic UK out on track, who was my teammate, and he's gone for a slide into the gravel. So that's not how you want to do your outlap. And he's finding an alternative route back onto the track. So he's either going to park up and go back to the pits, or he's going to use the escape road. He's going very slow indeed. But let's just cut back to Dad's here now, who's on an outlap. So currently ready to go on a flying lap here. And I'm going to be watching very carefully this race because the last few races there's been a few incidents and stuff like that, but I'm going to try and keep a tight lip on these incidents now. And so if anything does happen, I'll be dishing out penalties here and there. Just trying to be more stricter with these guys. But yeah, apart from that, we're ready to get onto a first flying lap by Daz UK 70. So coming across the line. Touching speeds of nearly 175 miles an hour there, coming into the first turn. Gets it down into second gear. Takes it very nice and cleanly. Flat out for that section. Now coming up to the fast left and right here. Just down 1 gear, down another 2 gears into second gear. You want the best acceleration out of the corner possible. You want to brake just where that WMD sign is. Hook it in. On the power, very nicely controlled. Now coming up to the hill, come up to the next blind corner here, so got to pick your braking point. Try not to run too wide out here, which he's done a very decent job of. Now somebody's off onto the gravel there, I don't know who that is. As you watch now, Daz is coming in flying through that corner. Try not to go too wide in the exit there, you will get your lap time invalidated. Now coming up to the tight chicane here. Be careful you don't want to mount the curbs as it can really unsettle the car. Takes that very nice. Goes a little bit wide using the AstroTurf there. Coming down the flying straight, coming down here. You want to brake just as you hit the bump there. Get the car turned in. Nicely done. Try not to go too wide on the exit here. We will validate your lap time. And keeps that nice and clean. And now on the run down. There's a start finish straight. So Daz is going to set the benchmark here. And that time is going to be a 1:28.9. So a 1:28.9 from Daz UK there. Matastrophic UK has done a 2:06, but that's a very slow lap time there. So clearly wasn't the run that he wanted. As you're watching here, Graham has just set a 1:30.3. Lloyd directly behind him. So that was Lloyd, who's lost a part of his front wing already. So I don't know what's happened to him there. As we see, O'Sully 14 has jumped up to the top spot there with a 1:27.4. It's a very good lap by him. He's now parked back into the pits. I want to see where Bad to Bone is. So here he is now. Come up to the last 2 corners. Come around the last corner now. Takes that very nice and clean. Now coming down the start finish straight. Is this going to be enough to put in on provisional pole? We'll soon find out. Comes to across the line, which is there, and does a 1:27.9, so 4/10 off O'Sully 14. So gotta try and find 4/10 here if he wants to catch O'Sully. But Pollux 81 is currently sitting in the pits. I want to see what times he does, as Dino set a 1 minute 43.6, so that's not the time you want to do, but quite a lot of time for him to make up there. Who else have we got on track? So we got Bad to Bones. Looks like he's going for another run. 11.9 litres of fuel, so he's clearly going to do a few runs here. So not really, I'd say he's qualifying fuel. As we just watch him now. See if we can go on board with him. Coming on board with him now. So try not to run too wide the exit, which he's done. Coming up to the hill, downhill section, brake just as you hit the bump there. Get the car turned in nice and cleanly. Again, try not to run too wide there. Oh, a little bit of wheel spin on the exit there. So not what he wanted. Now coming across the start finish line now. And it's going to be a 1:27.7, so still 3 tenths off from the lead there. As the car's going very slow. I don't know who that was. As we watch Matastrophic UK, let's just keep up with him now. So it looks like currently on a flying lap. Oh, gets that very wrong when he exits that corner there. That's going to compromise that. Coming down straight now into the fast left right. Chooses to, oh no, he's gone into second gear, which is good. You want the best acceleration at the corner, so that's all good by him. Not so much of a great exit there, but we're going to stick on board with him now. Coming to the blind left-hander. Pick your braking point. Try not to run too wide, which he's done. That's a very good job by him. Now, I normally go for a slight lift around this corner, but he's going to keep it flat. He keeps it flat there, which is going to compromise it, and he's run wide. He's run wide there. Oh, gets very big wheel spin on the exit there. So I think that's going to invalidate his lap time. We'll soon find out. Has a little lock up coming into the chicane. But we'll see what he can do. He's 10th up now from his best lap. Braking now just as you hit the bump on the hill. That's what I use for a reference point. Slides out of the corner and he spins. Spins, which is ruining his lap there. So we currently see your top three at the minute is Sully 14 with a 1:27.4, Bad to Bones with 1:27.7, and Grizzly Graham with a 1:28.9. So Graham is 1.5 seconds off, so he needs to make up some time. I don't know where he's going to find the time from, but it's come across the start finish line now. And he's going to go on another flying lap. There's a car out onto the grass. I think that's Daz, UK. Oh, a little bit wide on the exit there. Oh, kind of compromised these entry into that corner there. Oh, very, very committed into the corner, I must say. Keeps it in third gear, though. So his gearing must be a little bit different. Drops down into first. That's very different. So his gearing for this car is very, very different. There he is now, coming out to the blind left-hander. Oh, very, very committed. You can tell he's really pushing on this lap, really pushing. Takes it flat, brakes. Oh, very nice corner by him, very nice. Has a car in front of him, but hopefully that shouldn't hinder him. Wants to keep this nice and clean, gets into first gear. Runs a little bit wide there onto the AstroTurf, but I shouldn't compromise him too much. He's 6 tenths up on his lap. He's currently got a 1:28.9 on the board. Oh, nearly sliding into some water. So not near enough into the 1:27s, but this could be very close. Here he is coming down the main straight now for the car number 3. He's going to come across the line to do 1:28.2. So still 8 tenths off from Bad to Bones. And he's gone onto the gravel and back to the pits. So as we see the new guy there, Pollux 81. Oh, something's happened here. I didn't quite catch that, but there's a car going really slow. He's currently set at 1:29.7, so that's decent from him. Could be in a battle between Daz and Dino. Just going to stick with him now, so I think this is definitely a slow lap. Let's going to try and build himself up. There's currently 4 minutes and 53 seconds of qualifying remaining. Yep, this is definitely a slow lap, so he's going to build himself up onto a fast lap here. He's got 14.1 litres of fuel on board, so carrying a little bit more fuel than what you want to be doing. And here he goes now, ready to open the lap up. So here we go now. Polak's 81. What can he do? The new driver on the grid has just been signed and already making some impressions, and it could be a dark horse for this race here. Driving the number 26 Andretti machine. So here he goes, coming into the fast left-right. Shifts it down one gear, shifts it down into second. Once the best acceleration, very nicely controlled. Notice as well he's running all the assists off as well, so credit to him. He's a 10th up on this lap in the first sector. So come around to the blind left-hander. Takes it a little bit slowly than what I imagined, but now come around to the fast. Has a lift, breaks down into the corner. Very nicely controlled. Seems like he knows how a way around this Indycar. Breaking now into the chicane. Don't want to run too wide onto the Astro, so keeps two wheels onto the track. 8 tenths up on his lap, so this is a good lap from him. Definitely, if he can keep it clean now, he'll definitely be in the 128s. Here he is, coming around the penultimate corner. Don't want to get too much wheel spin, don't run wide. Now coming down the main straight now. Now I'm going to be watching for that green line here. If anybody cuts that green line. Coming down the straight now. He's done a 128.8, so that puts him up into 4th place. Very good lap by him. Very good lap. Oh, and he runs wide. He slides off into the gravel. So 1.4 seconds off pole time, but as we can see, the top 3. Oh my god! I didn't notice that between the top 2. Bad to Bones has done a 127.4, who's 8,000s or 800s, I should say, off O'Sully 14, who's done a 127.414. Bad to Bones has done a 127.495. So again, I think this is going to be a race between Bad to Bones and O'Sully, but I think Grizzly Graham can definitely be in the mix here. So let's see who's out on track now. So we've got Graham on track, Bad to Bones, O'Sully 14. Let's ride with O'Sully 14. I think this could be a fast lap. We're not sure yet, but 2 minutes left of qualifying. O'Sully 14 is currently on provisional pole position. So coming down the main straight now. Going to cross the line. So this is going to be his fast lap now. So that was his slow lap. This is his fast lap now. O'Sully 14, what can he do? Very, very quick at the moment. Bad to Bones is just behind him in qualifying. The times are pretty close, not going to lie. Obviously, you got Beyond and Gaz there with 1:33 and 1:34, respectively. Oh, he's 5 tenths down in the first sector. 5 tenths down, so looks like it's going to be a fast lap, but runs a little bit wide there. I'll allow that. That's fine. Oh, and he gone back into the pits. Let's go to the Bad to Bones now. A minute left of qualifying. Can Bad to Bones pull an absolute surprise here? And oh my god, he's gone getting too much wheel spin out of the exit there. That's not what you want to be doing. Is that going to hinder his lap? Bad to Bones has only got 50 seconds left to get to the start finish line. Oh, it's not too bad. He needs to get 2 really good last corners here. Coming out of the last corner now. Oh, a little bit wheel spin on the exit there. Now coming down the main straight. Is Bad to Bones going to have an upset on O'Sully 14 and take provisional pole position away from him? Going to come across the line to do. And he's gone faster. He's gone faster by a little bit. He's done a 1:27.464. So And I think he's got time for another lap. He's got time for another lap as well. Grizzly Graham now is coming across the line. This will be his last lap. What can he do? Currently sitting in third place. He's 7 tenths down. Qualifying is now complete. It comes across the line and doesn't improve. So let's ride with Bad to Bones here, who should be the last one out on track. We have Polex. I can't see what he's doing, but he's out on the lap now. But let's ride back with Bad to Bones. He's currently ahead of him. Oh, very committed into the corner. So committed. Don't get too wide in the exit there. Keeps it nice and controlled. Now coming up to the little tight chicane here. He wants to get this absolutely spot on. If you ruin this, you ruin your whole lap. It's very well controlled by him. Now coming downhill, he's faster. He's faster, and it looks like he could get on pole position here. So he could have a major upset on a Sully 14 here. He needs to keep these two corners nice and clean. Oh no, he runs a little bit wide. He runs a little bit wide. Has that validated his lap time? It has. It's validated his lap time. So he's not going to get the pole position that he looked like he was going to get. But my God, that was so close between them. That was so close. As we see now, beyond the power, the last car out on the track. He's currently done a 1:33.3, but needs to improve on this lap. Not taking the ideal line through there. Driving a number 15 Honda. Doesn't get the very best of exits, but he's got 10 seconds left, and see if we can improve on his qualifying run. He's going to come across the line to do. What's it going to be? I don't know, I didn't see. I couldn't really see what happened there, but qualifying session is over. So there you go. There are your results. So Sully 14 just taking pole position there with a 1:27.414, and Bad to Bones second place with a 1:27.464. Oh my God, that was close. Grizzly Graham is not that far behind. He's done a 1:28.140. He's 7 tenths down. Fourth place is the new kid on the block, Polex. He's done a very good lap time there, so it could be the dark horse for this race here. But now we're just sitting now, waiting for the grid to get ready, making the last car adjustments. I have to say this week we have a very good grid turnout for this race. 10 drivers. We are still currently looking for more drivers. So if anybody's watching and is interested in joining this league, please feel free to message me on PSN. If not, you can always message Daz UK70, who's in the lobby as well. Whereabouts is he? He's here, so you can message him as well. He currently is owning the league, so he'll be able to get you in. But yeah, if anybody's interested in joining, we have a lot more spaces open, so please feel free to come and join. As I say, I'm going to be watching a lot for collisions and stuff like that, giving a lot more harsher penalties for this race. So if anybody's interested, do let me know. So as we currently sit now, wait for the lights to come on. The drivers are just making their final adjustments on the cars. Who do I predict for the race win? It's got to be between a Sully 14 and Bad to Bones. Them two are so close in qualifying. It's going to be a very good race, but don't count out Grizzly Graham or the new guy. But we're now set and ready to go. It's currently sinking, and we are ready to go as the lights come on ahead of the drivers. And it's lights out, and away we go for the Indycar Imola race. And oh my God, looks like a big contact there, and Grizzly Graham has gone off into the grass. There's not a good start. Oh my God, there's more contact at the back. That's the new guy getting involved in the collision there. Dad just jumped up into second place. So Sully 14 is rocketed off the line as Bad to Bones has made a pretty bad start, and he's got more contact with Dino. Oh, what is this? This is horrendous start by everybody. That was not what we wanted into the first corner, but Popolski has gone right down as Beyond the Power has gone onto the gravel, yeah. And Grizzly Graham has gone back down into 7th place, and Bad to Bone is down into 6th. It's not the start we wanted here. I'm going to make a very massive investigation into that start, because that is not what we wanted. But my God, what a start that was. It was just happening all over the show. As Sunny 14 leads by 1.8 seconds, the Daz has jumped into 2nd place. Dino is currently in 3rd, and there's more contact at the back there. Matastrophic is going very wide into that corner. Has Grizzly Graham and Bad to Bones coming up from behind him. Is under pressure, coming into the chicane now. Matastrophic has locked up, and Grizzly Graham takes corner very wide there. So I can't get the words out of my mouth. This was just a pretty horrendous start by everybody here. It's coming downhill section now, and Dino looks like he's going to be defending from Bad to Bones as Bad to Bones tries to make him feel under pressure. I want to see what's happened to Pollux. Dropped down into 7th place here, so that's not the start that he wanted. But Grizzly Graham now, and Bad to Bones looks like he's going to be fighting with Matastrophic there, and has got past him and is right behind Graham's tail now. So, God, what a start that was. But that start is definitely going to be under investigation. That's not the start that we wanted. There's a lot of people lost their front wings, but the damage is on cosmetics, so it's pretty... Oh, and there's a battle here between Graham and Bad to Bones. It looks like Bad to Bones wants to try and pass Graham around the outside, but doesn't quite do it. Has to hold behind him for now. Coming up to run up the hill. Is he going to try and think about maybe making a move around the outside? He does. He goes around to the outside now. He's going to try and make a move. No, has to hang on in there. Still sitting in 5th place. But Sully 14 is leading this race by 3 seconds from Daz UK. Oh, it was such a shame, because I was really hoping for a battle between Bad to Bones and Graham there, but it just wasn't to be. The start was just absolute chaos. I think that was the most chaotic start we've had in this league. But the Indianapolis road course race we had was a very clean start, but this one just seems to be absolutely chaotic. But the start is under investigation, and that will be conducted after the race. So yeah, anybody from watching, that we are a clean and fair league, and I will be dishing out penalties here and there. But as we look now, Bad to Bones on the outside of Graham, going to try and make a move. He's used the push to pass, and he's made the pass. Coming into turn 1 now. Oh, there's more contact. Graham has gone straight to the back of Bad to Bones. So either Bad to Bones braked a bit early, or Graham was too late on the brakes there. It's not what we wanted to see. This is a dreadful start from everybody here in the Project Cars 2 IndyCar League. Come on, boys. You're meant to be clean here, and this is not what we wanted. This is not what we wanted in this race. But Sully 14 has currently got the lead and has got it under control by 5 seconds. And Daz UK is currently 2nd place. But Dino, what a start by Dino. He's managed to get through all of that and just take advantage of everything. Got himself up into 3rd place there. So very good start by him. Just currently behind Daz now. As we see Bad to Bone in 4th place. Grizzly Graham is dropped down into 5th. We have Matastrophic in 6th place. He's going very wide over the curb there. Polex 81, obviously not the start he was hoping for. I was really expecting high hopes from him. And I really was. And it's such a shame for him to come into this league as a new driver and to experience the start that has. Matastrophic has gone very wide into the gravel, and Polex has taken a position and gone up into 6th place. I was really hoping that wasn't the start we wanted, but unfortunately we did get that start, and I feel so sorry for Polex. I really wanted him to do well in this race, and you know, he had massive contact at the back there, and it's not what we wanted to see. As we look down the order now, we have Lloyd in 8th, Beyond the Power in 9th, who's fighting with Gaz. These two seem to be next to each other all the time here. All the time. Even at the Indy road course race they were, and at Imola they are today. So fierce rivals these two are. So who do we have? So see any battles on track apart from these two? Bad to Bones and Graham not that far behind. Polex seems to be catching him a little bit. Oh, so I have to drink from all that. Oh, and he runs very wide there, so making a mistake and running very wide, so that's really going to disturb him. But he's not that far behind from Graham, so he could catch him. I don't know whether he made some ground or not, but let's just cut back to the leader, Osali 14, who's just, again, just made a dream start and just avoided all of the chaos there. And leading now by 8 seconds. 8 seconds now with Daz. Daz has made a very good start as well. Managed to avoid all the chaos and get us up into second place. As Dino looks like he's going to be coming under pressure from Bad to Bones here, because Bad to Bones, he's on a charge. He is seriously on a charge here. He is not letting that win get away from him. We're currently on lap 5 out of 32, so anything can happen in this race. So how many push to passes? Bad to Bones has used 2 push to passes. Sully 14 has used 2. Daz has used 3, so you get 10 push to passes in these Indycars per race. You have to use them very, very wisely. Hasdino's gone very wide there, and looks like Bad to Bones can take advantage, but it has to stay behind him. As Graham now, you can just see him in the background there. And what's happened to Polex? Oh yes, he's still running, but he's currently 4 seconds behind Graham, so he needs to make 4 seconds. But this is the battle I want to see between Dino and Bad to Bones. Bad to Bones is definitely getting a lot of attention in this race. It's not the start we wanted, or from anyone really. I don't think anybody wanted that start, but as Dino runs very wide there. Now coming down to the downhill section. Oh, excuse me. Just trying to catch my breath from that start. It was just absolutely chaotic. As Dino always made a bit of a mistake, and now Bad to Bones is right in his tail, and looks like he's using his push to pass to get past him, and he has made that pass stick. So now back up into 3rd place, and now has got Daz in his sights. But my God, is he on a charge? He is seriously on a charge here. Let's just take a look at the timings to see what lap times people are doing. So it's only 14 best lap is a 1:28.7 with Bad to Bones did a 1:29.3. So Grizzly Graham has done a 1:29.5. So not bad from them, but they've got a lot of ground to make up as everybody's a bit spread out. But you can see Sully 14 just gone into the distance. He's 9 seconds up the road from Daz. But don't count anyone out just yet. This is a very long race. We're coming on lap 6 of 32. See what he can do. We're just going to see if there's any more battles going out on the track. I have Polex 81 into 6th place here. So he's dropping down from Graham. Catastrophic UK's in 7th place. Lloyd in 8th, kind of running his own race. But Gaz has got past beyond the pale here, so he's made a move and he's done a good job of it. But the battle is nearly commencing between Daz and Bones. Daz is normally an Imola expert around here, so he knows his way around the track. But he needs to hold on to that position if he wants any chance of scoring decent points. But makes a little mistake going into turn 1 there, so that's going to hinder him. And Bad to Bones, you can see, is just all over the back of him now. And that's, whether that's lag, I think that's lag. I can tell he wasn't going off the road there, but that was definitely lag. So as we can see here, coming up the hill now, taking a blind left-hander. But my God, what a start that was. If I could watch the replay of the start, I would, but that was just absolute chaotic. I mean, I'm going to save the replay afterwards, but that start is definitely under investigation, as Daz has made a mistake there, and Bad to Bones is right on his tail. It looks like he's going to think about trying to make a move into just Keynes. No, hangs on in there, stays behind him. Oh, and Daz has gone right over the curbs there, and Bad to Bones looks like he's going to try and take advantage of that, but can't quite do it. So looks like Bones is going to save his push to pass from the start finish straight. No, maybe not. He's going to try and think about going on the inside. Comes into the braking zone now. He's going to try and make a move on the inside. Oh, no contact there, but that's good. It's clean racing. That's what we want to see. That's what we wanted to see at the start. So, start, finish straight now. Bones versus Daz. What's going to happen here? Sully 14, he's currently 13 seconds up the road. So, a lot of work to be done by the rest of the field. But Bad to Bones just hanging on back there, waiting for his chance. As we come now to the fast left, right, and you can see Bones is just right on the back of him now. It's only going to be a matter of time before he makes that pass, or Daz is going to make a slight mistake, because he's going to be under pressure here, and he's going to want to try and keep that second place. But Bad to Bones maybe having a sniff down the inside, but doesn't think about it this time. So, coming up the hill now, going to come to the blind left-hander here. I always call it the blind left-hander because you really need to pick your braking point for that and get that absolutely spot on. Oh, a little bit squirming on the exit there, as Bones gets a very good run on him now. As Dino is still currently in 4th place, so these top... Oh no, it does! It's made a mistake! He's made a mistake going into that corner, and Bad to Bones looks like he's going to try and take advantage of it, and Dino's gone very wide there. That's not what you want to do, but there goes Bones now, coming on to the inside line. Dino wants to get a piece of the action as well. He's made a little bit of contact, maybe a little side swipe there. That's not what we want to see, but Dino taking advantage of that and has moved up into 3rd place, as Graham is now onto the back of Grizzly Graham. So Bad to Bones has got past him with Daz making a mistake, and Daz has run very wide there, but Dino is coming into the pits. He's coming into the pits, so whether he had a penalty of some sort, we're just going to look at with him now. Just make sure these guys are not battling on track. And can see the track map now, but I just want to see what Dino's doing here. He's currently pulled into the pits. No, he's actually making a scheduled pits. Oh no! Oh no, he's got no fuel in the car. Maybe he didn't have his race fuel on board. Oh no, that's terrible. Maybe he didn't sort out his race fuel, but... Oh, that's dreadful for Dino there, because he was running so high and he got up in 2nd place as well. Oh, that's really bad from him. But Polex 81, the new driver, is in 5th place, so that's a good drive by him. I did say he was a dark horse for this race, but that's not the start that he wanted. But I can guarantee you now that I will be watching this replay and be dishing out penalties. I will guarantee you that one, because that's not the start we want to see. As Daz makes a slight mistake there, and Graham is right all over the back of him. Doesn't think about making a move, goes a little bit onto the grass there, and Daz goes straight over the curb there. So that's a couple of times he's done that now. So if he does it again, it will be under investigation for corner cutting. As Graham right over the back, oh, has a little sniff down the inside, but doesn't think about it this time. Coming on to the start-finish line now. Is Graham going to use the push to pass? He certainly might do. He's used 5 of them already. And right over the back of Daz UK, coming down the start-finish line now. Goes on to the inside. He's going to get an optimal line into the first corner, and he makes it stick. So, good move by him. Up into 3rd place now. But now, Bad to Bones, the hunt is on. Is he going to be able to catch Sully 14, who's currently 15 seconds up the road? They do have similar pace, these two. They do have very, very similar pace. So, he's got a lot of work to do. Now, for some reason, I've seen triangles on the drivers' names. I don't know whether it's... something's happened, or I don't know, but I just want to go back to Dino here, because Dino was having such a good race, but he just forgot to put his fuel on board. But he has made a pit stop, so don't count him out just yet. These drivers are still having to make a pit stop here. Whether Dino took on new tyres, I don't think he took on new tyres from what I saw. So it looks like he's going to have a little sniff here at Beyond the Pale, who's not having the best of race. Oh my god, there's no... Goes straight into the back of him. Oh Jesus Christ, that is not what you want to be doing. So that is definitely going to be under investigation, that incident. Whether Beyond the Pale was just braking too early there and Dino just didn't realise it. But my word, that is not what you want to be doing here, boys. Oh god, this is gonna... Oh no, there's more contact. There's more contact between these two. Come on, this isn't bumper car, boys. This is Indy cars. You want to keep it clean. It's not what we want to see in this race. It's just absolutely chaotic start here. God blimey. As Sunny 14 is near into the back of these guys and is ready to lap them. As Graham and Daz are very close to each other, so Daz is only 7/10 behind him, so still could have a chance here. Lloyd is in 6th place, currently running his own race. Bless him. Magistrate UK is in the pits. He's pitted early on lap 10, so he's obviously had a new set of tyres put on. Whereabouts was he running? I can't remember where he was running, but he's now currently in last place now. As there goes O'Sully 14 lapping him. So he's got 22.4 litres of fuel left, so this course is very high fuel wear. As Bad to Bones, he's making up a little bit of ground to O'Sully 14 here. Gone 2/10 faster this lap. In fact, he's actually 8/10 faster. The fastest lap he's done is a 1:29.0, as Sully 14 has done a 1:29.8. I just really hope that these would have had such a clean race, because it would have been such a good race from the start, but it was just absolutely chaotic. I don't know what happened there. It's just absolutely crazy. So, just looking at the track map, there's not much action involved apart from Beyond the Pale one's very wide again. So Beyond the Pale and Gaz always seem to be very close to each other here. Magistrate UK has already made his pit stop. Dino he's back up into 7th. Lloyd, bless him, he's running his own race. 18 seconds behind and 17 seconds in front. Got Polax 81. That's 13.2 seconds behind Daz. And yeah, so we'll just stick with Daz UK 70. Currently running in 4th place, so these guys will have to make their pit stop very soon. When that lap is, I do not know, but not gonna lie, Bad to Bones is catching O'Sully 14. He's definitely on the charge here, so don't count him out just yet. Alright, I need to take a breather a minute, because that was a lot of action. In fact, I need to go get a drink, so I'm just gonna do that. Okay, so we're back up. I had to get a drink of water because my mouth was just like so dry from that absolute chaos that just happened at the start of the race there. But look at the gap. Look at the gap between O'Sully 14 and Bad to Bones now. Thirteen seconds now. So he is absolutely catching O'Sully 14 here. I said the race is not over yet. Lap 14 out of 32. Just look at your order. So let's go through the standings in a minute. So we have O'Sully 14 who's leading in 1st place here. So made a pretty good start. He's leading by 12.4 seconds now. Bad to Bones in 2nd place. Grizzy Graham in 3rd. Daz UK in 4th. Polex, the new driver, in 5th place there, so making a very decent job. Lloyd in 6th, Dino 7th, Beyond the Power 8th, Gaz in 9th, and Matastrophic in 10th, who has made his pit stop. So we're just gonna ride on board now with O'Sully 14. So he's got 10.5 litres of fuel, so he's going to be making his pit stop very soon. But he's not pitting this lap. What about Bad to Bones? Catching him as... Oh, has to lap a car, and I think that was Catastrophic UK there. He was lapping. So... not bad from everyone here. It looks like he's going to come up to a lapped car again, and I believe that's Gaz he's going to lap. So Gaz will be waving the blue flags, and hopefully he'll get out of the way. Which he's not. He's been waved the blue flag, so he's not. Oh no! No. That's not what you want to do. Gaz, he's been waved the blue flag there, and Catastrophic has got that very wrong. But Gaz there, he's waving a blue flag to get away, but it wasn't getting out of the way. But again, that's going to be under investigation, ignoring blue flags. He should have, you know, if the blue flag's been waved, you've got to respect the rules, and he should have got out of the way, but it's not what you want. So it's put him a little bit behind now to a Sully 14, which is not what you want to see. So Daz UK is currently 5.5 seconds behind. Had a really good start, avoided all the chaos at the start, then jumped up into second place, and Catastrophic locks up into that corner. But he made a really good start, avoided all the chaos. All I saw at the start, so I'm trying to think what happened to the start. So what happened was, I had Grizzly Graham going down the middle, because it looked like he had the best start out of everyone. So Graham went up the middle, and then suddenly it was just chaos. Like, I don't know what happened. I saw Polex go off onto the left. It was just start chaos, and Daz now has come into the pits. So lap 15, he's making his pit stop now. So currently in the pits. Let's see what he does here. Pulling into the pit box now. He's going to go for a new set of tyres. No, doesn't change tyres, so only puts the fuel in. Only puts the fuel onto the car, so obviously clearly running the hard tyres here. So Daz has now made his pit stop. Polex has now gone up into 4th place, but has yet to pit. But Bones has dropped back from a Sully 14 here. But yeah, no, I'd just like to say, if anybody who's watching now or is interested in joining an IndyCar league, I promise you we are clean and fair, and I will be dishing out penalties after this race. Please feel free to send me a message, or if not, please send Daz UK the message, because he's the one that runs the league. I'm the one that just commentates over this. So I used to race in this league, but I don't anymore. But we see Sully 14, the leader, now into the pits, which means Bad to Bones will take over the lead, only for now. So not making the change of tyres, but there's another pit crew coming to the pits, and that's for Graham. So Graham is in the pits as well, the same lap. So Sully 14 comes back out onto the track. Now this is the time for Bones to push. He's got clear track ahead of him, and he needs to push if there's any chance of catching Sully 14. Currently comes into the pits driving the number 41 Honda. So there's no pit line next to here, so they just come straight back out onto the track. So he's refueled and he's ready to go to the end of this race now. So, as I say, Bones need to push. He needs to push now on this lap, because he's going to be coming in. Let's just have a look. So Graham has made his pit stop as well, so he's going to be behind. Sully 14's 18 seconds behind. Dazzy's made his pit stop, 7 seconds behind Graham. Oh dear. Oh, my mouth's so dry for some reason. But as we can see, Daz in the lead with Lloyd, and Lloyd just having none of that bollard and thinks, do you know what, I'm just going to take that out, I don't want it anymore. Just takes out the bollard, just what he feels like, and running all over the track, weaving left and right. The number 27 car not having the best of races, but running his own races. Dino is up into 6th place, but Lloyd will have to pit. As we see, I think Polex has made his pit stop as well. He has. Catastrophic UK has made his stop. Gaz is into the pits now. And Bones is now in the pits. He's in the pits and now coming back out. And he's going to be the same distance as he was before. As Gaz hits the pit wall coming out of the pits there. So 16 seconds behind. He's going to have to make 16 seconds. From lap 18 to 32. Is he going to be able to do it? It's a very slim chance he can do it, but we'll just have to wait and see. So, what do we have? Oh, Jesus Christ, and I think that's Gaz running very wide there onto the gravel. So just made his pit stop. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. He's made his pit stop, but he's still got 3.3 litres of fuel on. He's not added fuel to the car. So that's a pit stop error from his crew there, and his crew must be absolutely raging. Who was the strategy guy for this team? Because that was just poor choice. Poor choice. Is he going to make it round to the end of this lap to try and get into the pit? If not, he might be running out of fuel here. I think someone's retired. I believe someone's retired. We had 10 drivers. I'm not sure if we had 10 drivers or not, but he's got 1.5 litres of fuel. Please tell me he's going to come into the pits. He's got to pit because he's going to run out of fuel. He is. He's coming in again. Okay, so team are not happy with that, having to make that pit stop again. But looks like Bad to Bones, I think he's slightly catching, but Graham is coming up behind him. He's only 3.6 seconds behind him. So these two again, they're going to be battling. I was really hoping that these two would give Sully 14 a bit of a battle, because he's just driven off into the distance. As Matastrophic gets out of the way. So respecting the blue flags, which is good to see. What about these two at a minute? It's going to be about these two. I think that come to near the end of the race, they're going to be very close to each other. So everyone's a bit spread out. There's a... Yeah, Polax is just lapped. Who is he lapped? I think it's Pale. Yes, it's Pale. So Dino's in front of him. Gaz is coming out to the... Oh my good God. He's just come out the pits and hit the pit wall and lost the part of his front wing. Come on, dude. The pit exit's not that hard. As you can see, Dino running very wide there. So, let's just calm it down a bit. And, yeah, so let's just re-talk from the start there. It was just chaos again, because I was really hoping for a really clean start, and then all I saw was just Graham veer left and Bones veer right. Polex went sideways into the wall. Literally, I think he'd done like a head-on or something. But that wasn't the start that I wanted to see. Not at all. Yeah, I was really hoping for a better start from everyone here, but it wasn't to be, because I really think Bones and Sully 14 had such a great race with each other. It would have been so close, and I really could have had a decent race today, but I guess it just wasn't to be. But we'll see what happens in the next round at Monza after this, but we're going to another Italian track. It will be Monza after this one, so that'll be in 2 weeks. So not next Sunday, but the Sunday after. What's that green light there? What the fuck is that? Just a random green... Oh my, that's a glitch. Oh. So we've got 12 laps remaining of this race. 12 laps remaining of the race. And looks like Bones is not like he's making any inroads into O'Sully 14 here, so it looks like he's dropping back. But again, it's just the O'Sully 14 show. He's taking the lead, he's taking control, and he's just having a nice Sunday drive. As Powell comes up behind Gaz again. Now I'm gonna watch Gaz again because he's been waved the blue flags and he's got oh sorry, I had a bit of a hiccup there. He's got to let Powell through, and he does. He goes wide and he lets him through, so very good, very nice and clean. So I'm trying to see if there's any more action on the track, which I can't see. But yeah, as I say, if anybody watching this race live, hello, welcome, good evening. You're joining us on lap 22 from what was a chaotic start for this Imola Indycar race. But if you're watching this as a rerun, go back and watch the start again, please. It was just absolutely hilarious and chaotic. It's just not the start. It's just not the start that we wanted from this race. So Bad to Bones looks like he's kind of catching. You can see that he's making inroads, so it's only 14, but then drops back a bit. So he just needs to have some. He just needs to have some clean, consistent laps. I really hoped that he would maybe catch up to him and get onto the back of him, but it wasn't to be, as he's coming up to lap Catastrophic UK now. But I think I'm definitely going to have to put up a form post again, maybe see if we can get some more drivers in the league, because we had 10, which was good. I think somebody retired and left. I don't know who that was, but I'm pretty sure we had 10 drivers. But yeah, I want to see if I try and get more drivers into this league. That's what I really want. So not much to really talk about now from that chaotic start, but I've just noticed that O'Sully's fastest lap was a 1:30. His last lap he's done was a 1:29.9. Bad to Bones is done a 1:28.5. So as Catastrophic pulled into the pits again, so I really hope that Bones catches him up. I really do, I should say. I just want him to have a decent race. So who else can we see? So we've got Graham. His last lap time was a 1:29.92. Daz currently running his own race in 4th place. I think rumours going around the paddock that Daz might be retiring after the Monza GP. Don't quote me on it yet though, but he might be retiring. As Lloyd, it was Lloyd, so I knew someone retired. It was Lloyd that's left the session, so Lloyd has retired from the race. He was running his own race. I don't really know what happened to him, but yeah, rumours going around that Daz may be retiring after the Monza Grand Prix, and might be joining me in the commentary box, so that would be good to see. I can have a co-commentator for these races and someone to talk to with, instead of talking on my own. But yeah, there's not much going on in this race here. Yeah, just hope I just hope someone does something soon, because we need something to happen here. Lap 24 out of 32 runs a little bit wide there. But yeah, what a start that race was. That was just I don't know what happened there. That was just absolutely chaotic. Tasty water. But yeah, what a chaotic start. I just can't help but think about the start of the race again. It was just absolutely insane. Like, I don't really know what was going on. No, you can see that everyone's just really spread out and there's not much action going. It's such a shame. It really is a shame, because I was really hoping for a battle between Bones and O'Sully, but it just wasn't to be this race. After such a good qualifying between the top 3, and then all that happens. It's such a shame. It's such a shame. I'll be back in a second, guys. I'll just leave you with the sights and sound of the Indycars. Hey, sorry about that, guys. Hopefully I didn't miss anything, but what I've just seen as I've come back is that Bad to Bones is 11 seconds behind Rosali 14, but on lap 28 of 32. I really don't think he's going to be able to catch him. Really don't think he is, as he's just lapped beyond the pale there. So Rosali 14 with a controlling race. Just now needs to keep it clean until the end of the race now. But what can I say about this guy? Just controlling a race from start to finish. Just got to go past a lap car here, but it's going to be... He's got his rear light on. I don't know why that is, but why has he got his rear light on? Is he perhaps... Oh my god, is he saving fuel? Do you know what? I think he's saving fuel. Oh, this is different. He could be shaving. He's not. He's definitely not shaving in the car, but he could be saving fuel here. That's why Bones has catched up massively here, because Bones has just got so much fuel. He's just shoved it in rich. But Asali 14, he must be running in a lower fuel mix. I reckon he'll still get to the end of the... Oh, is he slowing down? Well, this might not be over yet, but if he does win this race, this will be very controlling again from Asali 14, and these guys have got a lot of work to do to catch him up, because I think he's currently leading the Drivers' Championship, and if he keeps up like this, he'll end up winning it. But what can I say about the new driver though? Apart from the start he had, he's had a very good race and in 5th place, so he's a very dark horse for this league, and I really hope that he can have some good races in the future. I really hope. The only problem is with this league though, we don't have the Indianapolis 500 race, and I really wish that race was in this league, because that would just make some great commentating. It really would. If the guys can just keep it clean around the whole oval, it'll be a really good race. Bones he's 9 seconds behind O'Sully's now, and Dino has got a red mark next to his name. So has he got a penalty? I think he might have a penalty. I'm just looking now. So Gaz track limits, Dino track limits, Gaz track limits. There's a lot of track limits going on, so these guys need to be very careful, because I am watching. I'm also a steward as well for these races, so these guys need to keep it clean. But yeah, let's just go through your order. So we got Asali 14 first, Bad to Bones in second, Graham in third, Daz in 4th place, Polax 81, the new driver, in 5th, Dino 6th, Matastrophic 7th, 3 under Powell in 8th, and Gaz in 9th, and has lost his rear wing. He's lost his rear wing. How has he done that? What has he done, or what has he hit? Or someone drove into him? I kinda wanna know what's happened here. But we're just gonna stick with O'Sully 14 now, who's currently gonna come on to the final tour of this race, this 32 lap IndyCar race. But by God, what a race it's been, from the start chaos to the absolute dominance of O'Sully 14 again. So he's going to come across the line and start his final lap, but he is definitely saving fuel, because he's only got 6.2 litres of fuel left. It'll get him to the end of the race. Who's just come out of the pits there? Someone's just come out of the pits. I think it's Daz. Yeah, Daz has just come out of the pits. So Polex he's jumped up to 4th, so he's passed Daz. Wow, on the last lap he's passed him up into 4th place. Wow, that is, I did not expect that at the end of the race, I tell you what. But what happened to Daz? He had to pit again. I don't know what that was for, but my God. So that's changed the result dramatically. But again, what can I say about this guy? Sully 14, just controlling the race, absolute dominance again. These guys are going to have some serious work to do if they want to catch him in the championship. But Bones in 2nd place, so keeping the championship title alive for now. As we just watch O'Sully going on to the grass there, so he's 1.6 seconds down on this lap, so he's definitely saving fuel. So he's coming around to the last few corners now, and absolute dominance here at the Indycar race in Imola. He knows he's won. It's another win again for O'Sully 14. Takes the checkered flag with absolute dominance right out of the get-go, from the start of the race to the finish. What can I say? Bad to Bones finishing in 2nd place. Graham is now currently going to come across the line to take 3rd place, so another podium for him, and well, truly in the hunt for this championship. Never say never, never give up in racing, that's what they say. But Polex, what a race by him. New driver we only found today, as I put up a form post, we only found him today, and has shown very good consistent pace, and is going to cross the line to take 4th place in this race. Brilliant job by him today, and very well deserved. So it could be a very dark horse for this league, not gonna lie. She just comes down the start finish straight now. He's going to come across the line to take 4th place. Very well deserved by the team, and very well deserved for the driver. Brilliant job by him. Daz UK in 5th place. Dino is in 6th place, finishing in 6th. Matastrophic finishing in 7th. Beyond the Pal is still going to have to come across the line. Gaz has finished in 9th because I think he's a lap down, but Beyond the Pal is going to be the last person to cross the line to finish in 8th place here. So still getting some valuable points, and the only retiree we had was Lloyd, who retired from the race. Yeah, that is your race done. My God, what a chaotic race. So there are your standings. Sully 14 again with the win. Absolute dominance here. Just going to save the replay. Yeah, 2nd place goes to Bad to Bones, who was only 8 seconds behind him. Grizzly Graham finished in 3rd place. Polex, what a drive by him to finish in 4th. Dad's in 5th. Dino 6th, who had a 1 second time penalty. Matastrophic in 7th. Beyond the Power in 8th. The replay is saved, and Gaz in 9th. So they are your final standings for the race. And what a race it has been. And as we can see there, Sully 14 taking the maximum points here, 25 points. Top 3 there, O'Sully, Bones and Graham. With the fastest lap going to Sully 14 with a 1:28.2. And we also have a Constructors as well, and Honda are leading the way by 2 points from Chevrolet. So what an absolute, it was just a mental race, it really was. But yeah, here is your driver standings. As we can see, Sully 14 still leading the championship on 90 points, and Graham in 2nd place with 73, and Bones only 3 points behind with 70 points there. So the top 3 are very close, and the championship's not over yet. Daz in 4th place there with 46 points. Dino in 5th place with 36 points. Matastrophic in 6th, he's got 20 points. Beyond the Power's got 18 points, so it's good from him. Lloyd, who retired from the race, still stands in 8th with 14 points. Polex, who finished 4th here, is in 9th in the driver standings there with 12 points, tied with Gaz. and Welsh Schumacher and Dino, who I don't think are racing in this league anymore. But yeah, that has been your race for today. I've been your host, Reese26, and what an absolute chaotic race that was. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and we will see you guys next time for the next race in Monza, which will be in 2 weekends' time. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you guys next time.